Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in for a good talk. My name is Robin Eve, and we're going to be joined by my co-host Donnie Vapor shortly. These are some really, really crazy days, and we thought that it was a really good time to sit down and have one. So that's what we're doing. I want to start off by saying thank you so much to all of the helpers. Growing up, when things would become scary or overwhelming or hopeless, my parents would always instill in me, make sure that you're looking for the helpers because they're always there. I am seeing that more and more, and Don is seeing that more and more as the days go on and everyone is stepping up and seeing where there's a need and they're handling it. I hope it continues and we continue to look out for each other. And in the meantime, we're going to put together some really great music and some inspirational things to talk about that will pull you out of that reality that we are all saturated in and help you believe in some hope. Side note, that wasn't planned. And I'll tell you what, even though we are all self-isolating, if not now, but soon, take a minute and appreciate when the sun is on your face. Because it matters. So what have we been doing behind the scenes? We have been enlisting a Good Talk army. It's incredible. And what we're doing is we are looking for roving reporters, which would be you. We have all kinds of arrangements so we can bring great content to you. So it's something that makes you feel good, something that makes you smile, laugh, cry, and it becomes a part of you. And we can continue having a good talk for a real long while. So if you are interested in showcasing your small business, your music, whatever it is that you build or think or own or question or anything, email us at goodtalktvshow@gmail.com. For tonight, we're focusing on the music of the incredible Toby Tobias, who was supposed to be featured last week, and then we ended up staying in. We're so happy for you to meet him and our first How It's Done guest, Moonflower-Spirit of Santana. But for right now, Don and I wanted to share some songs with you that we wrote, which will hopefully calm the savage beasts. Isolation Issues 101. This song is on my new album, My Mother's Daughter, that was co-produced by my longtime friend and mentor, Tony DiStefano, of Too Hip for the Room, Chupacabra Cabaret, and also Cosmic Funny Bone Productions. Please check out the album anywhere that you download it, or you can check it out on cdbaby.com. This is called Clear Skies, and I hope it helps you find some on days when the walls seem like they're a little too close in. Close my eyes, I'm sitting on the top of a beautiful hill. There are flowers I can smell all around me, though the air is still. I've packed myself a suitcase and I'll sit under a tree, guitar in hand. All these tubes and wires will not break my connection to the land. Close my eyes, I'm sitting by a campfire in the Adirondack woods. There are black bears all around and they are pulling up a chair 'cause they could. Gonna tell ghost stories and talk about all the lives that got away. I will not stare at these four walls for yet another day. Sometimes takes closed eyes, see clear skies. One day you walk out by yourself. let my bedbound view rob more of my soul. Sometimes day slows down, you see clear skies. One day I'll walk out by your side, I won't have my eyes closed. It's sometimes it takes close times to see clear skies. One day I'll walk out by your side, I won't have my eyes closed. You can be transported to wherever you want to go. All you have to do is keep your eyes closed.
Hey everybody, it's Donnie Vapor. I am here to say hello. I'm sequestered inside my man cave. This is where all the Donnie Vapor music action happens, where I do my Facebook Lives. And I just wanted to say we're living in some crazy times right now, as you all know. And with my lung disease, I can't be out in the studio and I can't be next to anybody that could potentially infect me because I'm in one of the categories where it wouldn't be good for me. So I self-sequestered myself. I self-quarantined, if you would. And I just wanted to say that I'm still here. I'm still fighting the good fight. And we decided we're going to continue to do the Good Talk TV show with Rob and Eve and Donnie Vapor, but from remote locations. So it's kind of cool in a sense, right? We're going to send in the stuff. We're going to remote it in. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm alive and I'm doing well. And getting a little stir crazy, but that's all good. And on this episode, I'm going to get to show you 2 of my original songs. Actually, it's a pleasure to do that because a lot of people that watch the show don't know my material, and a lot do. So it's kind of neat to put that out there because we are, after all, singer-songwriters that like to tell stories. Boy, do we like to tell stories. So the songs that you're going to hear from me during the course of this show tonight is a song called The Prayer. And that song I wrote once I wasn't able to work any longer. I had worked all my life, many jobs, that rat race, back and forth, back and forth. In fact, I live on Long Island in New York, and I used to work in the next state, which is New Jersey. So to drive to New Jersey from where I live on Long Island, it would sometimes take me 3 hours to get to work. You want to talk about a rat race, and I did that for like 7 years. My butt still hurts. So, that being said, I wondered, what is life like after you can't work anymore, out of the rat race? And I came up with an answer, and it's called The Prayer. And I think it's really applicable, do you say, or applicable, or patata, frittata. It's applicable to what's going on right now in the world with this crazy coronavirus. And it's a message that I think is healing. And I hope you enjoy it. So that's The Prayer. And the other song that I'm going to be doing for you tonight is called Money Grows on Trees. And the way that came about, I was thinking like, everyone has a relative out there when they were growing up that would say, close the door, like a grandmother or a mother or father. Or, what are you going to let all the heat out or the air conditioning? And you left the lights on and the television on. What do you think, I'm made of money? What do you think, money grows on trees? And I started to think, because I've got a lot of time on my hands. And I'm like, what if money did grow on trees? What would that look like? Like, what would happen if, like, you looked out your window and you saw a tree in your backyard and it had, like, $100 bills on the top, right? And maybe $50 bills mixed in with the leaves on the sides. Then you had 20s all over the branches. They were the branch managers. And then down the way, you had some 10s in the bark and 5s down by the roots and 1s. And I just got all crazy in my brain thinking about that. And it's a tongue-in-cheek kind of song based on that thought that I had. So, yeah, I do have a lot of time on my hands. But you know what? I call it time well spent. I call it therapy. And I just wanted to let you know that I love that you watch the program. I'm happy that we're being received really well. And God bless you guys. And fight the good fight. We're going to get through this together. We're all going to get through it. And we're going to come out better. Better than we were before we went in. And that's pretty much my message for you guys. Robin has her messages, and we're going to put this all together. It's going to go remote, and you guys get to see it. And if you're listening to me right now, you found us. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to sign off right here with the way I sign off of my Facebook live shows. Live inspired. I'll see you guys later. Got the news the other day. 3 to 5 I'm going away, and it chilled me to the bone. Never felt somewhere alone. I just want to blink my eyes and be okay. We live our lives in passing days. Mindless droves of rat race haze. One day it punched me in the nose. Suddenly my whole world froze. Oh my God, there's gotta be another way. And there is. Smile every day at each other. Let them know you care. Awake every day and discover the magic in the air. Spreading love and inspiration. Well, that would be my crown. This may take you by surprise. Now I've come to realize that you're still very much alive. That's how that work could be like hive. I see gratitude glowing in your eyes. When I wake up and feel renewed, so much more I want to do. 'Cause we're so powerful, you see. We get to ride our destiny. It feels so good that I'm no longer feeling blue. Won't you smile every day at each other? Let them know you care. Awake every day and discover the magic in the air. Spreading love and inspiration. Well, that would be my prayer. That's the prayer.
Hey everybody, this is Motorcycle Mike, the personal injury lawyer. I've been riding motorcycles my entire adult life. During the course of my 30-year career as a lawyer, I've also represented countless injured motorcyclists. If you're one of them, I can be of assistance to you. Go to my website, please, motorcyclemikeesq.com. I'll always be there for you. I'm on your side when you ride.
Hi, my name is Sharon Gillette, and I'm the owner of One Stitch at a Time. I've been doing this since I'm 9 years old, but it became full-time when my husband was diagnosed with cancer several years ago. And I never went back to work because I wanted to take care of him. I feel what makes me stand out is that I care. I take a personal interest in your project. I take the time to find your correct fit and treat you like a friend, not just a customer. So whether it's embroidery, making patches, printing shirts, doing alterations and repairs, or bringing your ideas to life, you can call me at 631-428-1245 or visit my website at www.onestitchatatime.co.
This is Robin E. from Good Talk TV, and I am so happy to be sitting here with my longtime friend and incredible talent, Mr. Toby Tobias. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Robin Eve. It's a real pleasure to be here on this show. I really appreciate the opportunity.
You're very welcome. It's our pleasure, really. I'm so happy for them to meet you. Your story is inspiring. It's surprising. Tell us about how you started out.
Well, thank you so much. I've been in America now for 31 years. I lived prior to that 10 years in Jerusalem, and then I was brought up in Johannesburg. I lived in South Africa for 18 years. So I've been living in America for more than half my life already, and I have a strong Long Island sensibility with a foreign accent.
Your music has such a broad appeal to everyone. There's something that it just kind of reaches in and it grabs you, and it's amazing that you've had all of these different influences with the travels and the lives that you have led. So describe your music a little bit to us.
Well, it's probably best described based upon a segment of my show, Journey from Johannesburg, where I talk about my musical influences growing up. I was influenced by the music of Bob Dylan, James Taylor, James Brown, Jackson Brown, Marvin Gaye, George Benson. But I was also influenced, I also had other influences, and those were the tunes and melodies which I heard from the Black Gardeners who, outside my window, all the while singing these melodies and tunes which they brought with them from hundreds of miles away, all the while tending the lawns of the white middle class. And I would hear them, these tunes and melodies, while walking up and down the streets of Johannesburg. And I'll never forget these magnificent, beautiful melodies and harmonies, really, while these black workers were working in the yards and in the houses of the white middle class. And it has remained with me for 50 years.
And you've incorporated it in such unusual and unique ways. You mentioned Journey from Johannesburg, so it's a show that you put together. How many years ago now?
About 3.5, 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I remember seeing it with our friend Jessica Upham. We came up to see you about, I want to say, 1.5 years ago. And the review that Jessica and I both had when we saw it was, we were so incredibly moved by it because you tell the stories of your life through music. You have these real photos and slideshows and everything that's happening behind it that all ties it in together, and the musicianship is just incredible. And it was so personal for you, but so relatable for us.
Sure.
That when it was over, if you would have turned around and said, I'm going to take a 15-minute intermission and then we're going to run through and we're going to play this all over again, we would have stayed. And we would have sat through, because when it was finished, both of us I mean, we were crying, we were laughing. It became a part of us, and we didn't have enough of it.
Wow, thank you
And
so much.
you know, it's incredible, and that's something you have toured all over the place with that. You've been on the West Coast with that, right?
Yes, I had the opportunity to travel with this show in 2018, August and September, and I performed the show at community centers, houses of worship, libraries throughout Long Island and beyond. It has really become an important part of my life, this show. It is a musical theatrical production combining my original songs with 12 vignettes about my life growing up in Johannesburg, moving to Israel, and finally settling in America. And I talk about, well, I guess racism seen through the eyes of a privileged white South African. And then,
It takes a lot of guts to do that.
yes, it does. There have been some interesting incidences here on Long Island where, and beyond, where people would have a difference of opinion with my outlook on life. But at the end of the day, this is my story. And I don't think that any of the material within the context of the show is that controversial. I think that we all are the same, no matter whether we are black or white, Jewish, Muslim, or a Christian. We all are the same human family, and that is the gist of what I'm trying to get out and trying to relay to the audience and to the community at large. That we have to work together to live on this planet.
Yes,
Together.
in every way.
In every way.
That's something that you and I have spoken about. We were talking about that earlier, about just how important it is for us to help each other, to build a community, to work together in literally every aspect of life, whether it's music, whether it's in your town on a global scale. At the end of the day, if you line up a whole bunch of bags of donated blood from every race on the planet, they are all going to be red, and you're not going to be able to say, show me the white one, show me the black one, show me this one.
Yes.
We are all humans, and we're out there just trying our best to navigate humanity.
100%. Absolutely. That's the essence of what I'm trying to do in my life and through my music. The transformative power of music.
Tell our viewers, how can they take you home? How can they find out about your upcoming shows? How can they order your CDs?
Thanks so much.
How can they get more Toby?
Well, before I say that, I'd like to thank you for all that you and Donnie Vapor are doing on Long Island. This is a fantastic show that you're putting together.
Thank you so much.
Grassroots, right to the very roots. And I wish you all the luck in what you're doing, because what you're doing is really uplifting and helpful to all other musicians and artists alike.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate
definitely.
that.
But now on to me. If you're interested in seeing some of my shows or ordering some of my merchandise and my CDs, please go to toby.com.
There's so many powerful and positive things that you're a part of, and you really affect people in such great ways. And the one word that you used through this entire interview is community. And that's just something that it's just beautiful that you're acknowledging it and that you're doing so much to try to bring it together and just to build it. And it's personally as a musician, it's kind of nice to be a part of that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this interview. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you. And I know my viewers are going to be really happy as well. Do you think that we can get a live song out of you?
All right, no problem.
Perfect. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much. This is a song of mine. It's called Older Than That Now. Ya la la la, eh. Da la la la, eh. Ya la la la, eh. Da la la la, eh. When I see you here, I feel tears of joy. Remind but I'm older than that now. Older than that now. I still got so much to live for, older than that now. Now that we are together, we packed our bags, we locked the doors, then we set sail for those distant shores. We'll always look back on precious times, but we're older than that now. Older than that now. I still got so much to live for, older than that now. Now that we are together, and we will always find a way. 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 Will come a time when our children will ask, it won't be easy letting go of that mask. About those times when we were young, we're older than that now, yeah. We're older than that now. We're older than that now. We're older than that now.
Thanks so much for tuning in and deciding to spend your evening again with us. I'm hanging out on my couch in my sweats because I thought it was only fair since the bulk of us are. But the others, the ones that aren't hanging out in their sweats, the ones that are wearing scrubs kind of like this, we want to say thank you. We want to say thank you to everybody who is not able to go in self-isolation. Everybody that is out there because they have to, because they're trying to take care of us. So it's fire, it's EMS, it's emergency management, it's the teachers, it's the healthcare workers, it's the grocers, it's the truckers. It's everybody that is helping make this crazy world go round. Well, this crazy world isn't going round, but it is.
Writing a book is the adventure of a lifetime. Red Penguin Books take pride in giving our authors a publishing experience that is stress-free and celebratory all the way. Some of our authors first approach us with no more than an idea for a book that's ready to sprout. Others submit completed manuscripts. Whether you're at either end or anywhere in between, our goal is to get you published. At Red Penguin Books, we offer options and opportunities that are unique in the world of publishing, and all of them are designed to keep you, the author we so deeply respect, in the driver's seat, unlike other publishing houses. So, if you want to write a book and are looking for a publisher, we've got you covered. Red Penguin Books deal in publishing services, book development, and ghostwriting for digital, print, and audiobook. Call us at 516-448-4993 or visit our website www.redpenguinbooks.com.
Hi everybody, this is Robin Eve from Good Talk TV, and I'm very excited to introduce to you Moonflower-Spirit of Santana. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hello.
Hey Robin, how you doing?
Thank you so much for joining us with the show. I have been a fan since longer than I can remember of you guys, and you haven't even been in existence that long. So tell us a little bit about how you guys came together and how Moonflower came to be here.
Well, Nick and I, back here, we've been playing together since I'm 19 years old, and I'm not 19 years old anymore. And it's been an unbroken thread of us playing together, and lots of different things we did, including trying to do our own music. But it came to a point about, I guess, 15 years ago, we talked about maybe doing a band of covers and covering the songs that we like, Allman Brothers and Southern rock and blues and things where we could get to play and enjoy being musicians and not have to cover music in a note-for-note reproduction of how that band sounded. It would be a little bit free with it, a little less restriction. And one of my early huge influences was Carlos Santana, but in our old band, Kindred Brothers, we really didn't do any Santana for a number of years. And then we came across a guy who played some conga, and so we brought in Black Magic Woman and Oye Como Va, and we felt we got a better response from people when we played it. So we added more and more Santana to the set, and then one of the singer in Kindred, Kevin, had suggested to me once, why don't you think about doing a Santana tribute? And at the time, this was a few years ago, I didn't really want to be restricted to one group of songs by one band. Not realizing that with Santana, you're really not, because Carlos and the hundreds of musicians that have been in his bands over the years, they cover a huge variety of stuff. And that realization sank in, and the realization also came that we didn't have to go up there and imitate anybody, right? I'm not, there's a very strong resemblance, as you can see, but
Yes.
yeah. But no, there was never a time where it was ever considered that, we would play the part and, glue on a mustache and,
I'm gonna dress up like
No, but we're going to pay tribute to the music, and we put ourselves into it as well. We honor the way that the Santana band plays it, the way Carlos feels about music, and that's what we try to bring to it, real feeling. We started in 2018, January was when we started. We had played at Bartini, which we talked about before, with Kindred Brothers, and it was a great night. We had a lot of fun, and the plan was to start working on Moonflower with some of those members of that band as well. And then also a new singer. I just would like to mention 3 of our players aren't here tonight. Our 2 vocalists are traveling, and it would be Shari and Anthony. We'll miss you guys, wish you were here.
Dude, I can't believe that this isn't even everybody,
Yeah,
but there's more.
One of our newer members, Rosario, fabulous timbale and percussion player, couldn't be here tonight either, so thinking about all you guys, miss you, and we'll see you next week. So we started, we planned to start a little sooner, but I broke my foot the following day after Bartini, so we got this rolling in January of 2018. And as time went on, people came and went because it became a level of commitment, and you had to love the music, and if you don't, we tried out a lot of keyboard players. I contacted Chris early on. Chris and I have been friends for a few years, and he's an unbelievable musician, can play a lot of different instruments really well. But in the beginning, he wasn't warm to the idea, but I was able to convince him a year. 10 months later, we got him here, and now he loves it. And he really is, he's brought something. Everyone in this room brings something amazing to the band. So the only 2 Kindred Brothers left are Nick and I.
That's true.
And
Kindred sister in the house.
Kindred sister in the house.
But Shari Allen started this with us in January. She's been here from the very beginning of Moonflower. And then everyone else has come to us as we've, worked at getting where we are now, which I think we've got a really tight, exciting, fun band to play with. It's just, it's all consuming, I think, at least for me when I play.
Me too.
I walk out here at night and I have no strength left. And it just seemed like with us, as we went through situations and members coming and going, the right people came at the right time. And Chris walked in at the perfect time. And then Charlie came right after him. And then recently, Tom on congas and Rosario, who's not here tonight, came almost time, I think, within a week of each other.
Yeah.
And
Almost within a week of each other.
yeah, and it was just it went from, like, how did you put it, Chris? We went from
A Pinto to a Jaguar.
Pinto to a Jaguar, you know.
Within 1 week, exactly.
And we feel we really have that Santana percussion section sound going, which is vital.
Yes.
I mean, you can't really pull it off unless that's really popping, and you know, it elevates the whole room.
Absolutely.
I mean, the first time we played together, we were like, wow,
It was
this is
magic.
exciting. I mean, I had so much fun. I feel like a kid with new trains, with playing with a new toy, you know?
Yeah.
It comes across the fun that you guys have. It's strange because how you play together now, it's as if you've been playing together that way the whole time.
Yeah, it's like, you know, when you don't know anybody, but once you play music together, you feel like you've known them for
Yeah.
a while, and you're able to actually open up and talk normally. It just breaks barriers.
You speak the same language right off the bat.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And me growing up in Spain and my mother being Colombian and my Latin influences, I played a lot of heavy metal, but it's in my blood to get those, you know, Spanish rhythms mixed in with jazz and rock. I mean, it's a drummer's dream to play Santana. I mean, every style from fusion, everything I played my whole life comes out in this music.
It's all encompassed in one thing.
You know, it's like he's
Yeah.
a master of uniting the universe of music in one band. So.
So you have a big show coming up this
Yep.
Friday, March
March
27th.
27th.
Tell us about the show.
We're playing at the RJO Middle School Auditorium in Kings Park. That building is also what houses the Kings Park Heritage Museum, founded and curated by Leo Ostabo, a retired administrator in the district and a great guy. And for several years, he's gotten me involved on one level or another, playing at what they call ethnic night celebrations. They have a monthly during the school year in the auditorium, different acts. So I ended up getting Latino Night by default a few years ago, and we've been doing it, and now we decided this year is going to be the perfect way to showcase this new band, this new venture,
So this is
Moonflower.
your debut
And, yeah,
with
we're-
all the members, the full set,
This is,
everything
yeah.
you guys have been putting together for all of these months.
Yeah, we're rolling it out of the garage. We've been waxing it, washing it, polishing it, and I think we're ready. And it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're promoting massively. So we hope to fill that auditorium.
I look forward to you filling that auditorium.
We do too.
Tell our viewers how they can look you guys up online and follow what you're up to next.
The best way to go about it right now is we have a Facebook page. Look up Moonflower Santana Tribute. If you need more, you can put New York and it'll bring it to us. Also, my website, nicksasano.com, has a Moonflower page on it. It's Nick, SASSANO.com.
Guys, I can't wait for the show this Friday. I will definitely be there. I'm bringing friends.
Good.
Thank you so much for sitting down.
99 Old Dock Road, Kings
Thank you.
Park.
Yeah, check them out on Facebook. There are events out there. There are flyers all over the place. You don't want to miss this show. Guys, thank you so much for having a good talk.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Robin.
1, 2, 3.
unbelievable. We are so happy that you guys got to meet Moonflower-Spirit of Santana. Please check them out online. Please follow their Facebook page. Please support the band and their swag and their music. And keep an eye out for a live show when we are all back out and about. We are going to take a quick break, and when we return, we have a little more original music for you. And we're also going to tell you more ways about how you can get involved with us having a good talk here on Strong Island Television. Thanks so much. Don't go away.
Thank you, Pulmonary Wellness Foundation, Good Talk TV sponsor. Please visit pulmonarywellness.com to learn more about this incredible organization.
Hi, my name is Sharon Gillette, and I'm the owner of One Stitch at a Time. I've been doing this since I'm 9 years old, but it became full-time when my husband was diagnosed with cancer several years ago. And I never went back to work because I wanted to take care of him. I feel what makes me stand out is that I care. I take a personal interest in your project. I take the time to find your correct fit and treat you like a friend, not just a customer. So whether it's embroidery, making patches, printing shirts, doing alterations and repairs, or bringing your ideas to life, you can call me at 631-428-1245 or visit my website at www.onestitchatatime.co.
Hey everybody, this is Motorcycle Mike, the personal injury lawyer. In addition to representing injured motorcyclists for over 30 years now, during that same time, I've represented countless car crash victims and construction workers injured on construction sites. If you need my assistance, go to my website, motorcyclemikeesq.com. I will always be there for you.
Thank you so very much to Toby, Tobias, and to all of the members of Moonflower-Spirit of Santana for their time and for sharing their music with us. Please check them out online. All of the social media listings are in the comments below. We are going to wrap things up with another original song. I'm going to go first, and then we're going to finish it off with Don and a lot of emojis. Those of you in the Donnie Vapor Nation know exactly what that means. So this is a song that I haven't recorded yet, but when things settle down, I will be back in the studio with Cosmic Funny Bone, and I will be recording this as a single. It's close to my heart, and I felt like sharing it with you, and this is called 2 Eggs Over Easy. She came in Sunday mornings at a little after 8. She smiled at the hostess, then she'd hesitate. She took it in, the smells, the sounds, and memories coming fast. She remembered every moment in this, the bridge to her past. She gave a knowing glance to the man behind the grill. He'd seen them decades now, and was moved by them still. Touching the other stool, she lingered as she went. She remembered every moment, every step made with intent. patrons smiled with kids beguiled as she sat down in their booth. The only view they ever knew since way back in their youth. She didn't need a menu, same as his, it never changed. She remembered every moment in a meal they had exchanged. 2 eggs over easy, side of bacon, toasted rye, large OJ and a coffee, half and half please on the side. Would have been grand, she said, if he could have stopped by. Right from jump, this had become their very special place. He teased her more than 40 years for being a cheap date. Birthdays, paydays, Chevrolets, they all were toasted here. She remembered every moment for decades, crystal clear. Over easy, side of bacon, toasted rye, large OJ and a coffee, half and half plates on the side. Would have been grand, she said, if he could have stopped by. Past 10, she paid the bill and prepared herself to go. She said goodbye, some with her eyes, took cookies for the road. She knows some thought he never came, but he was right there all along. She remembered every moment, 'cause he was her heart song. He was her heart song. Over easy, side of bacon and toasted rye, large OJ and a coffee, half and half please on the side. It would have been grand, she said, if he could have stopped by.
Easy come, easy go. The birds over my pocket. I could never watch you grow. I stayed fast like a rocket. It gratifies me instantly. I even bought a box of missing. I go from full down to empty. Money grows on trees. You like to help me shake it. Money grows on trees, you gotta fake it till you make it. Clank, clink, clink, clinkety clank, chit, 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 chang. Exquisite taste, expensive style. Yes, I'm a real expender. Wake up in denial from a night out on a bender. Life is short, so let's have fun. You're all invited to my party. This song goes out to everyone. Money grows on trees, but you like to help me shake it. Money grows on trees, you gotta fake it till you make it. Clank, clink, clink, clinkety clank, chit, 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 clang. This rich man sure has fun. Yes, I'm so stinking wealthy. All day long, I really bum. Because my bank account is healthy. I lie here
of love, a heart of plenty. This game of life I've surely won. Money grows on trees, bet you like to help me shake it. Money grows on trees, you gotta fake it till you make it. Back, click, 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 like, chit, 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 chang. Hey!
Thank you so much to all of you for tuning in tonight. We really appreciate all of the likes and the shares and the support. We are going to be back next Sunday with new content, new music, new ideas, new inspiration, and more stuff to have a good talk about. Don't forget to email us if you would like to be part of the show. goodtalktvshow@gmail.com.
Hey, I'm Dave Drew, musician, owner of Bartini Bar, and I love having a good talk with Robin Eve and Donnie Vapor. See you at Bartini soon.